Hello, welcome to this short video on corporate strategy. So in this video, we're just going to look at what corporate strategy is, some examples, and what could influence corporate strategy. So let's start off with what a corporate strategy is. A corporate strategy is the course or route that a business has chosen to follow in order to achieve its corporate objectives. So what has it actually done in order to achieve its objectives? And as usual, this is an important definition, so let's make sure we have it down in our notes. So let's start off with some examples of what corporate strategies might look like. Entering a new market, for example, entering the Chinese market would be an example of a corporate strategy, maybe to try and increase sales or to try and increase profit. Likewise, exiting a market might be a corporate strategy. Leaving the American market might be a strategy to reduce costs. Mergers and takeovers can be good examples of corporate strategies. We'll take over another business or combine with another business. Joint ventures, where we don't take over or take ownership of another business, but we work alongside another business through a joint venture. Maybe releasing new products, trying to lower costs across the business, offshoring, when we move production to a different country, perhaps because it's cheaper. Investing in research and development to become more innovative, or maybe developing a brand or redeveloping a brand. These would all be examples of corporate strategies, things a business might do in order to achieve its objectives. Here's a first example that we can have a quick look at, and this example concerns BP. And they have done a strategy here to expand their retail business in China, and they've done that by partnering with a local Chinese company. So here they have signed a joint venture agreement. So this is an example of them moving into the Chinese market. So market development. This example here involves Dyson, who make vacuum cleaners and cleaning gadgets and things like that. And this involves them where they offshored their production. They shifted production to Malaysia because it's lower cost. And as we can see, this has helped them to achieve an objective of increasing their profits. This final example is Tropicana, and they went through a strategy of rebranding. On the left, was their original brand, and on their right was their rebranded product, where they tried to develop a brand that was more seen as more ethical or environmentally friendly. And actually, this strategy didn't work very well as a strategy. So what influences the choice of strategy? Well, obviously the objectives, what the business wants to achieve, their medium-term smart targets, and therefore what is the most appropriate strategy to adjust those objectives. Distinctive capability is something we're going to come on to a little bit later, but what is the key strengths of the business? What is it that they do that competition can't replicate? And maybe a strategy around those would be most appropriate. What's going on with the competition? What are the strategies of the competition using? What are the attitudes to risk? Should we go for a risky strategy with a high reward? Should we go for a less risky strategy with a low reward? Overall, what is the health of the business? How much finance does the business have in terms of making a big investment, for example, in research and development? What is the morale of staff for change? Any local, national, and global economic issues that might affect the strategy, so things like recession or exchange rates. And also, what will be the impact of these decisions on the human resources within the business, the physical resources, the financial resources. So these are things that business will need to consider in the certain context as to which strategy they should use. And we are going to use several theories to analyze the effectiveness and suitability of strategies. So some of these theories suggest strategies and some of the ways of evaluating things, assessing the situation so that we could choose a strategy. So we're going to look at portfolio analysis, how businesses might analyze their range of products in order to determine which ones to support or whether to release new products and so on. And this includes the Boston Matrix. We're going to look at distinctive capabilities and how businesses may achieve a competitive advantage through that. We're going to look at Porter's strategic matrix, which focuses on 4 different strategies that a business might use. We're going to look at evaluating what a business might do across political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental issues called PESTLE. We're going to look at Ansoff's matrix, again, as a set of strategies a business might consider. We can evaluate strategies against this. And last, we're going to look at SWOT analysis, how a business may perform a SWOT analysis to influence its strategies. That's it on corporate strategy. Thanks very much for listening.